VR gaming can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. If you love VR and you're on a budget, there are plenty of amazing VR titles for the Quest 2 and Quest 3 that won't break the bank.
Shut up and take my money!
So let's delve into the best games available for under $10 on the MetaQuest store. Links to all of them will be in the description and the pinned comment. And we're kicking off with the best VR boxing simulator out there. This game puts you in the ring with various opponents, each with their own style and personality. Unlike some other VR boxing game, this one does not have any gamified mechanics or stamina bars. You'll just be relying on your own physical movement, punching power, and boxing skills to win against each opponent. You do need a fairly large play area to enjoy this game to the max, and a lot of stamina to move around comfortably in this area while throwing punches. Thrill of the Fight has been praised by critics and players alike for its immersive and intense gameplay. It has an incredible value as a fitness title while also providing a challenging experience. And on top of that, they've also introduced a mixed reality mode recently. Next up, the VR version of an absolute classic. This game brilliantly transforms the regular 2D experience into a captivating first-person VR adventure. It plunges you into a thrilling universe of murder mystery aboard a spaceship with up to other 9 players. While performing tasks around the ship as a crewmate, players must keep an eye out for imposters lurking amongst you. These imposters are tasked to sabotage and eliminate the crew. It will also be your turn to play as an imposter, where the challenge lies in seamlessly blending with the crew, discreetly taking out other players, and sabotaging the ship, all without arousing suspicions or bringing attention to yourself. Communication takes on a whole new dimension with proximity chat, letting you forge intricate strategies and alliances with players, only for your friend's betrayal to leave you heartbroken. Whether you're a fan of the original Among Us game or simply want to pick up an intense social multiplayer game, Among Us VR should be on your wishlist as a well-rounded and affordable VR title. I honestly never know if it's roguelike or roguelite. Let me know in the comments if you know the difference. Anyway, this sci-fi action game challenges you to shoot your way through a hostile space station to stop a super laser from destroying the planet below. You will face randomly generated levels and enemies as you upgrade your weapons and abilities to outgun your foes. The game features a retro-futuristic aesthetic and has one of the best hand tracking support, as you'll need to make and use finger guns with your bare hands instead of actually using the Quest controllers. The graphics are crisp and colorful, especially on the Quest 3. Rogue Ascent VR also offers an immersive sound design that will keep you hooked as you try to beat various bosses in your path. Let's switch things up with a horror experience that takes you inside a haunted mansion, where you must explore the dark and twisted corridors within it. Filled with terrifying moments, this is not a traditional horror game, but rather a more linear walkthrough that relies on jump scares, atmospheric sound, and immersive visuals to create a sense of dread and fear, and it's damn good at doing just that. While there is a lack of replayability from a single-person perspective, this is the best way to let your friends and relatives try out VR horror in a straightforward way. Unlike other horror games, this one does not have any puzzles to solve or secrets to find. Affected the Manor is, for all intents and purposes, a virtual haunted mansion, and it does its job extremely well. Keeping it within the genre, this next one is a horror dungeon crawler where you must escape from its dark and dangerous depths, terrifying creatures, and traps. The game is inspired by the survival horror and roguelike genres, featuring procedural levels that change every time you play. With only a lantern to light the way, players must use stealth, courage, and their map to find the exit. Dread Halls is not for the faint of heart, so pick it up only if you're looking for a game that will immerse you in a horrifying survival experience. The game has been praised for its sound design, which adds to the intensity and sets the mood for you to be scared like never before. My next pick is a bit of an older game, but it holds up extremely well to this day. It's a VR adventure game which takes you to a post-apocalyptic world as the last human survivor. You must explore the ruins of civilization, fight against rogue robots, and uncover the secrets of the past. It features a well-designed bow and arrow combat system, as well as a variety of puzzles and challenges. If you're looking for a game with rich and immersive story, with beautiful environments, and one that will make you feel like a hero in a sci-fi dystopia, Apex Construct is a great option. The game has stunning stylized art and graphics which create a believable and atmospheric environment for players to experience while playing the game. Going from action to something a bit more chilled out, we've got a VR puzzle game that challenges your spatial awareness and logical capabilities. The game revolves around fitting colorful blocks into 3D wireframes, using your hands to move them around in the VR world. It features 90 puzzles that progressively get more difficult as you get through the campaign. There is no need to use a controller with this game, as Cubism supports hand tracking for a more natural and immersive experience. For players interested in a game that combines minimalism, elegance, and creativity, Cubism is a perfect choice.
Shapes and colors the likes of which I've never seen.
It supports mixed reality as well, so you can choose to solve the puzzles without leaving your environment. But I would recommend you stick with its zen-like soothing environments instead. And finally, we're ending with something really special. A VR shooter game that puts you directly in the 80s arcade era as you shoot your way through the retro-futuristic levels filled with enemies, iconic over-the-top bosses, and never-ending bullets. The game features special abilities, shields, dual-wield weapons, and has 3 game modes: Endless, Arena, and Arcade, each with different challenges and objectives. As a game that combines old-school action, nostalgia, and VR technology, it's a great option for experienced action VR players and beginners alike. Go ahead and try Arcade and fight your way through an arcade world while avoiding traps in this action-packed shooter that will leave you sweating at the end of every round. So grab your headset, clear some space, and dive into these affordable gems for the Quest 2 and 3. Each of these will cost you $10 or less on the Meta Store and will net you hours of entertainment in return. If I've missed any great games that fall into this price point, be a champ and let everyone know in the comments below. And while you're down there, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, because I have a lot more coming your way. See you soon. Cheers, guys.